Today we will see how to implement the data security. Let's say I'm logging as this user and I have a demo manager available. Let me, yes, demo one. So I need to show, I need to show only in progress record. I should not allow the read user. I should not allow read-only user to see if the status is completed. I should only allow the demo manager records to be opened up only if it is in progress, only if it is in progress. You got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I need to implement in a way that I should not open up my data to this user, everything. I need to open up the data only in certain criteria. The criteria is if the status is in progress, right? So first, for that, we need to do little configurations. In Salesforce, we have sharing settings. In Salesforce, we have sharing settings. Sharing settings will talks about the data record level security. Record level security. First, we need to modify our organization-wide defaults for the demo manager. Demo manager controlled by parent. What is the parent access here? Public read or write. Public read or write, right? So edit. Because why? Okay, the question is, okay, cool. Okay, fine. The condition, let's say the condition is because there is a master detail between demo manager and account. If the objects are in master detail, we can implement our security model on our parent object, not on the child object. So in this case, we need to implement our, I mean, the logic at account level. I wanted to share only those accounts which account rating equal to hot. I wanted to share only those records where account status equal to hot. Okay.
Yeah.
Settings. Sharing settings. Now I need to modify. Now by default, what is the access level? Public read or write. What is the access level? Public read or write. It means that everyone in the organization who have a account create and edit access, they can able to see all the records on the account object. That is what public read or write. So here we have three levels of security. One is public read or write. Public read only. Everyone in the organization can able to read the records, else private. Only authorized person can able to access the records, not everyone. Not everyone. Now when I'm saying private, I'm saying it's safe. It just take 1 or 2 minutes to get effect. What are the three options we have? Public read or write, public read only, and private. Public read or write means if anyone have an access on an object, so they will be having an access of read and write. If the person, even though if it is public read only, even though the users have a edit access on the account, but they will not allow to edit the records until unless if the record is not shared with them. Mhm. Accounts. That is taking time. Okay, just taking time. Yeah. Now it is private. Now let's me log into the system. I'm logging in. I'm going to accounts. Go. Why can able to see only two records? Because it was created by me. It was created by this user. So he is the owner for this record. So he can able to see these records. Clear? The
Yes.
owner of the
Yeah.
account is, I mean, only private in the sense when we implement private in the sense, only account owners, the owner of the record can able to access, not anyone else. Okay, not anyone else. Now, what is our condition? We need to implement whenever the records account rating is hot, we need to share. So create new label equal to hot records based on criteria account rating equals hot. So here you can share with the public groups. Public group in the sense you will be assigned to multiple group of users and you can rule or you can show with a role base. Now, what is the role for this user? CEO. What is the role? CEO. So now you need to remember here sharing will not happen to a user, sharing will happen to public groups or roles. Public groups are roles. I'm saying account access level is read only and I'm saving it. Logging in all accounts. Now I got two more records. Edge communication might be rating equal to hot. If I try to edit, I'll get an access error because I provided only read only. I provided only which access?
Read only.
Read only. So I'll get this error. This is how, I mean, it's not only this one. In this case, let's say, what we can say, we can write whatever condition we wanted and we can share the records to any of the person. And just log out. I'm going to accounts. That is one way of sharing. Let's say I want here what we don't have REST form BA47. The rating is null, right? It means that it is not shared with that user. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can have a manual sharing. You can also have a manual sharing by clicking a share button. By clicking a share button. Add user and then users. You can select which user you wanted and then the same access level read or edit. I'm saying read or write. Say. Now this particular user have a access to it. Now this particular user have a access to it. Now you can see all accounts, edge communication, rest. I mean here you can see he can able to modify even. So one is sharing rules where you can share the records based on conditions. The other is manual sharing. Okay, on top of this, what is happening here? What is happening here? Now consider if you don't implement your sharing rules, if you don't implement your sharing rules, the organization will do something like this. This is users and these are the accounts. So the users will be having direct access to account all the time. They can able to access accounts without checking any conditions. These are accounts and these are users. Whenever user wanted to have, he can able to log into an account and he can able to access the data. This is public read or write access if you enable public read or write. But if we have sharing settings enabled, it means that here matrix will come in place. Roles, account, share, and then file and administrative permissions. Administrative permission. Now user will access to roles. he will be access to account share, he will be access to profile. If we had a permission from here, if we had access or a matrix here, then only he is allowed to access account data. Then only he is allowed to access your account. Now account. Now what happened because of sharing settings enabled? Now system will check which role the user is, what record he is trying to access. Well, it is also checks what is the share matrix. I mean, whether this user have a matrix, share matrix, the way we had here. This is called share matrix. The username, to which account, and then what access level. What share level? If it is share access enabled, then it will share. Administrative permission. Where you can see administrative permissions? Sharanya, where you can see administrative permissions?
Profiles.
Exactly. So inside profiles, next to the options like you can see administrative permission, view all and modify all we have, right? View all and modify all. What is meant by view all means even if the record security is implemented, if I say view all, automatically it will override the sharing settings, sharing rules, and it will open up for all records he can able to access. If it is modify all, there is no restriction that he can able to edit the records. There will be no restriction that he can gonna edit the records. Clear?
Yes, Deep, clear.
Yeah. Even in sharing settings also you can see bottom. Profiles that can override account sharing. System administrator, partner because they have a view all and modify all access. If I implement, let's say, if I made this as an administrative permission called modify all, let's assume that I modified this as a modify all and I save. Now automatically it will gonna show you that this will also gonna override. Now you can see BA50 read only will gonna override because it have a view all access now. View all access. Say. Now I'll show you. Developer console. Whenever you implement your sharing settings, Salesforce will create a backend object called select ID, parent ID, account ID, account access level, account dot name. From there is an object called account share is an object. What it will create, account is an object, so the share matrix object is nothing but a share object where account ID equal to this. Just to show, we have two forms, right? Now you can see how many records we have. Two entries we have. One is read or write, one is full access. Yes or no? Full access.
Yes. Yeah.
Edit access means full access. I'll say only read access here. READ. Save the rows. So what happened? Automatically it will share. Automatically it will. Now you can see read only access. Now you can see read only. Yes or no? Not only for this, even the sharing settings, whatever it is sharing, right? Account equals to hot. Account equals to hot. Let's go. United Oil and Gas, UK. Account rating equal to hot. Let's say I'm making this as a hot. Save. Now if I go to the sharing, now you can see automatically share read only to this user. Due to the reason is account sharing rule. Right? The reason is account sharing rules. So it means it's clearly showing even if the records are sharing through a sharing settings or sharing through a manual or from a API. This is called API. So let's suppose if I don't have this record. Let's suppose I don't have this record. I can delete it. I can delete it. I deleted. 1 minute. Fresh form. So here you can see there is no entry for that user. Now what I want to do, I wanted to insert a new row. I can say insert ID I don't have. So account ID is this one. This one is my account ID. Account share ACC equal to new account share ACC dot account ID equal to ACC dot user or group ID equal to this is my user ID ACC dot account access level equal to edit ACC dot opportunity access level equal to read ACC dot case access level equal to read insert ACC. I'll explain the code, but there is a way that you can do a epic sharing. That's the reason I'm writing this. Open log, execute. Now you can see sharing here. Read access, read because I provided reader right there, right? And what is the opportunity access that you are getting? Case access is read only, and this one account access. The same we implemented from sharing rules, right? Edit, read, and edit. So even if you do a manual sharing, or even if you do a Apex sharing, or from a sharing rules, everything will gonna update in the same object. Clear this?
Yes.
Yeah. So the other one is we have an organization structure. What is organization structure and why we need it? Why we need organizational structure? Let's say if I am a CEO to a company, do I need to have an access all the access what my employees have? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So it means we are talking about role hierarchy. If I go to the roles and hierarchies, but if I go to users, currently SFDC BA is a system administrator and there is no role, and read-only user is a CEO. That's what I mentioned. Set up roles. Under CEO, who is the role? CFO, right? I'm just in CFO, I'm assigning a role called SFDC BA. So now, might be I am a administrator, but what about the permission level? I am below to CEO, yes or no? I am reporting to CEO. I am reporting to CEO, right? CFO is reporting to CEO. Now you can see my role is CFO. CFO is reporting to CEO, right? So whatever CFO I have an access, CEO should have. He should know. I mean, you will get an access, of course. Let's say if I logged in, even though records are not shared, now you can see all the records are which are enabled and editable. But these records are not shared with him again. These records are not shared with him. Now you can see there is no sharing matrix. But still she can able to but still he can able to access the records. How come he can able to access the records? The reason behind role hierarchy plays a vital role. If I am a subordinate to my boss will have all the access whatever I am access to. My boss will have an access what I am access to. Clear?
Yes, Deepak.
Yeah. Now question goes. Let's say I'm in a profile. Okay. Log out. So I'll modify my profile. Where is this read only user? Permission sets account create and edit access. I am just deleting this matrix. So it means I have only create access, but this profile user, account read only have no edit access, right? I removed only create access you have, no edit access on the account. Now tell me, because of as a person, system administrator, I have edit access to my accounts. But do you think, what about read only? Read only user will also get the same edit access because subordinate have a edit on the record. You got my question?
No, Deepak, I didn't get.
Okay. Now consider this read only user have only account create access. He don't have a edit access. He don't have a edit access. But SFDC BA have a edit access. SFDC BA have a edit access on the account. Now, because the record sharing is happening based on roles, as a subordinate means CFO have a edit access. The same permission will gonna reflect to CEO. He will get edit access on the records or he will not get. Because you don't have a profile level permission, edit access now. Before we have edit access, now I removed edit access. Still he will be able to edit the accounts or he will not.
I think it will check for the permissions at CEO level, not from the CFO level.
Okay. Now role hierarchy will only shares record security, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now permission set will enable metadata security. Yes or no?
Yes.
If I don't have a metadata security, even though sharing rule shares that whatever they wanted, let them share edit access and everything, but will not gonna apply. It will not gonna apply to the user if you don't have a profile level permission. He must and should have either profile level or permission should level permission to access the records. Now, even though he had a record shared, but he is not allowed to edit the records. Now you can see he can able to access the records, but he will not allowed to edit. There is no edit button. So first, the profile level security is also important in order to edit your data. Clear? Let's say I don't have a base permission, but still this one. You got it right?
Yes, Deepak. Yeah.
Sharanya?
Yes, Deepak.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll see a new topic. This is clear. Any doubts on this?
No, not
okay. Only another way is that we have three things. Not for all objects we have. We have in few objects that teams. Go to the setup and we can search for account teams. Account teams. All we need to enable account teams. Enable account teams. Account teams is also another way of sharing records. Nothing else they do. If I go to accounts, this record is sharing. It is sharing, right? Let me delete it. I'm deleted. Okay. Now go to my account. Here I have account teams. If I add a user here, let's say I'm adding a user here. It is other way of adding sharing a details. Private, read only, team role is account manager, save. Now what happened? It will create one share record for that user. That's it. Got it? Even though account teams are created, it means that you can also share your records by creating account team members. Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Manual sharing is possible through profile level data administrative view wall and modify will enable the records, else role hierarchy and sharing rules. When all need to be considered, only if you made your organization wide defaults other than public read or write, then only these will come security. If it is public read or write, no need to think about this. Anyway, it's public and anyone can able to access the data, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now, let's say I have a demo manager. I'm trying to create a new demo. Let's say create new. Oh, sorry. Let's say edit. I need account name, phone number. Yes. Say. I have a demo one which is created with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I also have another demo which is I should not allow this type of data now. I am saying that same account name with same phone number is treating as a duplicate demo managers. I should not allow user to, because now you can see demo 1, demo 2 are identical. It's a Salesforce account and the phone number is same. I should not allow these duplications. How to validate my data now? How to validate my data? Lihita, what's the option we have in Salesforce? Lihita, are you there?
Duplicate rules.
Duplicate rules. So we have in Salesforce, they provided a standard option called duplicate rules. So duplicate rules. Create new rule on demo manager. Rule name is account and phone. What is enforce sharing rule and bypass sharing rules? Enforce means include sharing rule. Bypass means exclude sharing rules. Enforce means include and bypass means exclude. Why we need sharing rule concept here? So we need to check existing data have a duplicates or no, right? I mean existing data is already there with this combination. Yes or no?
Yes.
Assume that if sharing rules are implemented, so might be the record exists in the system, but I am not accessed to it. So what happened? Whenever I'm creating, if I'm not accessed to it, I don't know, right? Record exists or not exists. As a user, I'll never get to know if I don't have a record access, let's say same account and same phone number, which is already created by other user. I'm not accessed to it. So now tell me, if I'm creating a new record, how can I know the record is already exists or not exists? I never know. So only we're saying to Salesforce duplicate rules, enforce sharing rules in the sense, please include sharing rules while creating your data. Bypass in the sense, no need to include sharing settings, you can create by your own. Clear?
Yes.
Enforce means only it will check the records what I am access to. If I don't have access on few records, it will not check. Because I am not having access, whatever I create, it's not a duplicate then. Bypass means even though if I don't have access, it will bypass, it will check entire object instead of checking only the records which I am accessed to. Now I am enforcing my sharing rule. Now we can do two operations. You can allow or you can block. I am blocking it. And we need to tell to the system saying that what records you need to match. Matching rules, create new matching rule, save duplicate rule. In matching rule, I am saying account, name, exact, and phone, exact match. Exact in the sense, exact match with the new data. Save, activate, okay, duplicate rules. You need to activate this. Now if I go to demo manager, edit, save. But this is not giving any error for you because the value is not updated. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 0. Oh, edit. Again I'm editing it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Now already record already exists. Now it will give you a report. See, there is a report. One possible duplicate record found. Use of one of these record instead of modifying this. You got it? Even if I try to create a new demo, let's say, and I'm saying Salesforce is exact match. Phone number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Save. It is giving an error, so it will not allow duplicate. You are taking off your integrity issue. You are taking out your integrity issues. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if I go to the duplicate rules under a, we enforce the sharing rules. Yes or no? We enforce the sharing rules. Yes or no? Right? So what I'll
Yes.
do,
Yeah.
I'll go to my setup first. I'll take out my user permission. Users, edit, none specified. I just selected CEO now. So both users are CEO. Do you think that records need to be shared between two CEOs? Do you think that records need to share between two CEOs?
No.
Let me ask you this question. Might be think that you are a software developer. There is another software developer. Okay. If the same person, if your colleagues ask you what is your package, will you gonna inform them what's your package?
No.
If it is a HR manager, then
We will. Yeah.
yes. If it is a manager, account manager,
We will. Yeah.
if he is a subordinate like a fresher who joined yesterday, whether if we ask,
No. We won't.
right? So it clearly shows you can always open up your information to your higher authorities, not even low. You are not open up your information to a low levels, I mean subordinates or parallel levels, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So two CEOs are in parallel now, two users are in same level. So it means that they are in two parallel levels. So what happened? The record sharing will not happen. Information sharing will not gonna happen. Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Clear? So now if I go to demo managers, if I go to accounts, before I have all accounts which got opened up. Now, 1 minute, why this is happening? Okay, might be the permission in object level is different. Let's say log out. Edit. No. Back to list to users. Edit. Why he is getting access? Ideally, he should not get accounts. Go. Okay, okay. Now the problem is with sharing rules. Sharing settings, accounts. Let's sharing settings and just edit. I'm sharing only records which are cold. Share with CEO accounts. Login. From where I am getting this access. How he is getting an access? Sharing? No, I don't have. So this video is not a team member. All users edit. Name system. Not content. Ideally, you should not get an access. All users go sharing. Developer also. User. Some of the records sharing has been opened up in my demonstration. Now I'm trying to find sharing opportunity row costs. Row costs. Row costs. Owner. Owner. Delete row. Sharing rows is encountering issue. Refresh. Delete. Okay, this is a rule which is sharing. Okay, Genie point is sharing. Okay, all users logs in, but still I'm getting access. How this is possible? How this is possible? Log out, edit, see, edit. For now, now login. Is there any other question? Okay, can you hold? It's not activity. Close. So first thing is profile, sharing settings. In profile level, in account object, what access I have? Oh, yaar, I made this is view standard permission on this one. I- because of this reason, it is overriding view. Sorry, view users login all accounts. So does he have a say? I mean, account record? You don't have access to an account record, right? One minute. Okay, got it. Accounts, batch Salesforce. The rating here, I will say that cold, save. Now, if I log into this user, all accounts, sharing settings, account, equals rating equals to cold. Okay, users, edit, CEO, login. Now he had access to batch Salesforce. Yes or no? Now if I try to go and create a demo manager, he don't have a demo manager access. He don't have a demo manager access. The reason behind he is don't have a account access of this one. Which one? Okay. Now I need to explain in a different way. Let's update our matching rules. Matching rule. I'm updating my matching rule. Instead of account matching also, account phone matching deactivate. Duplicate rules. Okay. Duplicate rules. First we need to duplicate rules. Account and phone. I'm deactivating. Now coming up and I'm deactivating this. Okay. Edit. So I'm not saying account match. I'm saying only phone match. That's it. Phone exact. None. None. If the phone matches, I need to throw error. If the phone matches, I need to throw error. This is the expectation. Okay. Activate. Duplicate rules. Phone and this one. Activate. If phone matches, I need to throw error. Now, we know that already we have a record saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 is having a record, yes or no? But our duplicate rules is enforcing sharing rule. Enforcing sharing rules in the sense, it will check for a sharing rule, yes or no? Now, if I log into this system, if I go to demo manager, if I create a new record with the same phone number, let's say test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I'm creating a new record, test, save. I can able to successfully create with the same phone number even though there is a record which is already existing. The reason behind, for this user you don't have access on that record. For this user you don't have access on the demo manager record. So he is allowed to create because we are implementing a functionality called enforce sharing rule. Now what I will do, manage duplicate rules. I'll deactivate this. I edit and I say bypass sharing rule. Bypass sharing rules in the sense it will check everything now. It will check everything now. Now again I'll go back and I'll log in as this user. New demo manager. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And I select my new record, like say test only, save. Possible duplicates found. Use one of the records, but the report are not coming up. Why report is not coming up? Because I am not access to it. Yes or no?
Yes, yeah.
This is the difference between enforcing and bypassing sharing rule. Enforcing and bypassing. Enforcing in the sense it will check the duplicate, possible duplicates with whatever the access I have. Bypass in the sense it will check entire organization to see if any possibilities is finding.